Sometimes we need to create functions with the same name but different parameters. This is called overloading functions. Here's an example. Let's create a greet function with a name parameter. And here we print hello followed by the name. Now let's say we want to have another version of this function that also takes the title of the person, like Mr., Mrs., Doctor, and so on. So we type another greet function with different parameters. The first parameter is going to be a string title. The second is going to be name. Now these parameters are completely independent of each other. So just because we have a parameter called name here doesn't mean we have to have a parameter by the same name here. The second version of this function can have any number and type of parameters, okay? Now in this function, we can print hello followed by the title and a space and finally the name. Now, when calling this function, we have two choices. So if you type greet, right here you can see we have two versions of this function, one that takes a name, the other that takes a title and a name. So we can call this and pass Mosh, and we'll see hello Mosh, or we can call this and pass Mr. Mosh, and we'll get hello Mr. Mosh. So this is overloading functions in practice. Now, when overloading functions, a concept you need to understand is function signature. The signature of a function consists of the name of the function plus number and type of parameters. What do I mean by that? Well, the signature of this greet function is the name of the function plus number and type of parameters. So here we have two parameters and they're both strings. The name of these parameters doesn't matter, okay? Now what about the signature of the first function? Well, that's greet, and here we have a single parameter of type string. Now, when overloading functions, each function or each overload should have a unique signature. So over here, if we add another string parameter, we could call this anything, it doesn't matter. Now we have two functions with the same signature. Both these functions are called greet, and both of them take two string parameters. That is why we have a compilation error. The compiler doesn't allow us to overload this function. So remember, when overloading function, each function should have a unique signature.